Alright. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pig Roasts, where people send in their replays for me to review and hopefully convince them to uninstall the game and never play again. You know, it's a little out of my comfort zone normally. I like to encourage people to get better. But let's be real, when you watch enough of this below subpar play, there's only a certain amount you can watch before you actually just start raging and fuming inside. Now, we're going to start off here with a replay sent in by Activillain, who says, you know this will be a banger. I'm Diamond 3, he's Plat 1. It's a big, long ZVT, action-packed. Oh, it's a good one. I got to say, compared to where Jackson was a few weeks ago, with this barracks going down to the minute 10, the first barracks went down right on time, a really crisp 15 racks. I'm very impressed that the second one literally came down 30 seconds late after you started your second depot, a 16th SCV, and everything else. So Jackson's made it to Diamond 3 from Silver, and in that time, since we last looked at one of Jackson's games, he's figured out how to get his first barracks down on time. His second barracks is still 30 seconds late because he forgot to send the SCV out. So that's what I call big brain gaming, guys. This is Diamond 3. If you can figure out how to get your first barracks not late, also his SCV's trapped. Oh my god, wouldn't it be great if this other SCV also got stuck between the gas and the barracks there? But that's it, guys. Yeah. So now he's doing a 2 racks into gas. So he's trying... Wait, but there's a 3rd rack. Oh, no. He's still doing the fuck... How are you still doing this in Diamond 3, you absolute donkey? Oh, look, it's a totally normal barracks. They'll come over and not realize that this one's minutes late. This is literally meant to be done 40 seconds ago. And you're like, nah, it's real. It's totally real. Why not just build a 3rd barracks at the front and kill the fucker? It's like, oh, but now I have a wall off. That's why are you taking gas? Where's the orbital? How are you in Diamond 3? Oh, this is, to be fair, I was playing Valorant. Jackson's my mate. We were playing Valorant yesterday. He was telling me, you know, I think if you just attack, you just like rank up. But I am stuck at Diamond 3 now, he was saying, because people don't just instantly die from any attack that he does. I gotta say, I can see why. Dude, this is even worse than your crosshair in Valorant that fills up half the screen. Guys, I'm not kidding. The size of his crosshair is this in Valorant. It is the most painful fucking thing. You're just like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, it doesn't matter because I aim down sight even at point blank range anyway. Jesus! This is so bad. Oh my god, Mellow does get an inject off. Is building spines. Wait, why are we building spines to defend this? We're just not going to build any Zerglings? Pull back! Run! Why are the queens standing their ground? Oh my god. So Mellow is going to break out of this ever so slowly with spines. That hatchery should 100% be dead. The spine crawler uproots, but what's it going to do? There's too many Marines here now. There's even Marines rallying across the factory. Goes down. Still no orbital! It hasn't built an SCV in minutes. There's no macro behind this. Oh, so you guys can tell Jackson here is at that peak level of StarCraft, guys. That peak level where he stares at the fight and he's like, wait, I should macro. He goes home and he builds a factory and then he just goes back to looking at his Marines. I'm like, that's it? You're not going to QSCVs off your control groups? Does he have control groups? Command Center 5, Barracks 6, Army 1. Wow, he uses control groups. I'm impressed, I got to say. Considering the level of everything else you do, Jackson, this is actually this is surpassing my expectations. And now we're going to not sell the bunker, but go home, but leave 2 Marines. Oh, God. And we still don't have a command center. We're supply blocked on 31. What's the follow-up here? Dude, you could have killed 2 bases. You're still going to be not in a good position afterwards because there's nothing but... This is a Florencio-style rush. There's just nothing behind it. What are we doing? Oh, my gosh. Why is this still here? Sell it! You know you get 75 minerals back with salvage. You know, you used to get 100% back, guys, and they decided it was Imber, so they patched it now. The only thing worse than that is you clearly have traumatized Mellow, because you've got that shiny diamond, and Mellow's still Plat 1. So Mellow here, the poor guy, is building a Spore, a Wall of Spines, a Roach Horn, and a Bane Nest on 1 base. So basically, you literally are trying your heart out here, doing cheesy, shitty proxy rack strats, a 5-minute expansion on the Logan, up against, literally, you know what we're looking at here? This Zerg, fucking sitting in the rain, shivering and shaking. This is some traumatized Zerg. This is not a Zerg that's even fighting back. This is literally, you've just ran up and bayoneted him in the guts with this proxy racks. The other guy had already dropped his rifle and was sitting there rocking back and forwards, crying and muttering to himself on the battlefield. Any pride you get from this victory, immediately cast it from your mind, Jackson. I'm assuming you won because you sent this replay in. But like, excuse me? Look, he's broken mentally from dealing with proxy racks. He's making Ravager Bane on one base. It's nonsense. Mello is traumatized as fuck. You stabbed him in the belly, and then rather than finish him off, you've run home to do God knows what. Are you making invisible widow mines? Is that why he built the spore? Because you've done this to him before? Oh, God. Proxy racks into invisible mines. This is what he does every game, every matchup, guys. He's like, I hope that my opponents don't know how detection works. That's what this strategy is. So Mello busts out, kills the bunker and 2 Marines, right? I think there was 2 Marines left in there. Yeah. 5 Marines in total died this game. Widowmine drop's going to go out with 1 SCV. Is that SCV purposefully in the medevac? So, for those who don't know, you can actually get an SCV, put it on auto repair, put it in a medevac, and it will repair other mechanical units that are inside the medevac with it. Really cool move, but this is active villain. This is Jackson, remember. So, that's not why he did this. It was an accident because he's bad. We've got a bunker going up in the natural. Thankfully, Mello's going to give you time to do it, but what do we got? 15 Marines and a Marauder. A bunker up against Roach. What? No. Oh, Mello. Clicking the Banelings in. Why aren't you going in together? Oh my God. First the Banes, then the Lings, then the Roaches. I'm telling you. He's picked up his rifle and he's just shooting in the air just because his officer's shouting at him. He doesn't want to be here, mate. He doesn't want to be here. Wait. Sorry, guys. Rewind. A Widow Mine drop comes in. Oh, fuck off. He drops an SCV. Okay, like, you know you're in for trouble when there's an SCV dropped in your base. I mean, the crazy thing is, as imperfect as it is, because Jackson's attacking, he's doing good. Now Mello's attacking, Mello's doing good as well. But Mello is droning up behind it as well. If Mello can just rebuild the economy, I mean, Jackson's macro is so bad. It truly is. Like, guys, remember, he's really a mini Florencio, isn't he? Where you always look at flow games and you're like, well, if this guy knows how to rebuild 20 drones at once, they're going to out-macro him, right? Especially pre-recent last few months of Florencio's TVZ. His TVZ, he will macro like a beast, especially. But other than that, so Jackson here is on 18 SCVs. He hasn't even lost many of them. He's getting wrecked by a handful of slow Roaches and Banes 7 minutes plus into the game. You've got a Widow Mine there. Your opponent figured out detection, so you're going to lose, aren't you, you dickhead? You're going to lose. Get wrecked. Oh my God, let's go through. Okay, so you clean up the Roach attack. Let's look at the macro off the back of that. We don't have an orbital on the natural still. We don't know how to do that. The barracks is burning. Do we know how to repair? Like, guys, votes in the chat. If you're watching live in Twitch chat, do you think, oh, fuck, he knows how to repair. Holy shit. And he's building a bunker out. Look at this base layout. That's beautiful. That's art. That is art. And now he's going to build SCVs and whatnot. Okay. Mello has got some Zergings out there. Mello is still got spines spread across 2 bases. Oh, poor Mello. Oh. Mello's making Oh no, Mello, just go build some drones, buddy. Oh no, this is okay. This is not good. Yeah, Mello's broken. Mello's on 21 drones and just making Roach Bane and just move commanding it off creep. Oh my God. Oh, Jackson, uninstall. This is not a practice game. This is you torturing your buddy who's already traumatized. Get the fuck out of here. This is disgusting. Uninstall, mate. What is this? He's like, I'm gonna bait you into my tank. I've seen pro gamers do that one. Oh no. Now he's gonna go drop. Oh my God. Jesus. Okay, command center in the corner. What do we got? So you're gonna push? I mean, Mello's still on 29 workers 12 minutes in this game. I don't know if a Zerg can ever win Zerg versus Terran with this economy. Right? Like, there's no roach speed or anything. So it's Bane speed, Banelings plus roaches, slow roaches and ravages. Oh, man. Oh, there's a planetary going up in the corner. Wait. Did he just take a corner base and he's transferring SCVs through Overlord Vision? Oh, my God. Oh, is this what brain damage looks like? Oh, God. Guys, if I ever get a serious head injury, please remind me to not play StarCraft anymore. Or at least not make other people watch it. Gosh. Jackson, seriously, man. What is this? Ugh. So let's see. Jackson now sees the Overlord. Now, there's a thing in Bronze and Silver where people's Overlords just sit in their base all game and units just rally past it and they never clear it. Jackson, recently in the Silver League. Let's see. No, yeah, he just walks away. Doesn't even notice it. Okay, does he know how to stim pack? Oh! Whoa! He just stimmed and dodged Biles, but then he stimmed a bit too far back after dodging it. But his army's infinitely better and has been. Okay, so now we're not playing how bad is Jackson. We're playing how bad is Jackson to the fact that like this game has been won for 5 minutes. It's 14 minutes in this game against a Zerg who has not built more than 1 or 2 drones at a time in 5 minutes. Basically, like Mello is just stuck in a cycle of like not injecting, not building units, and just kind of like running across the map and throwing units away, right? This Zerg just has nothing going for them at all. Like, nothing. There is no advantage, nothing strong, dropping a Desperation Spire. Terran is so far ahead. Now, what's going to be curious is, can Jackson finish the game? Because I don't think he can, right? I mean, let's look at what happens when he tries to actually make a push. So he says, okay, I'll queue a lib in the back and I'll push the front. So he does a stim, doesn't siege his tank. Oh, the Widowmine friendly fire. He's doing stutter step. Stutter step is a thing. I don't know why he's spreading units versus no Banelings. Unless you're going to pull them all back. Oh, he's going to reposition the Liberator. What a tryhard. But he does it right on top of the Queens and the Spore. Donkey style. Okay, so he throws away his army and he's not been producing behind it at all. Oh, man, this building placement is triggering me. What is this building placement? Is it just wherever the SCV happens to be, he puts the buildings down? Like, what is going on? I feel like I'm watching like a fucking trail of one of those like slugs, you know, or snails, you know, they leave like a little slimy trail. It's just like, this is just where your screen happened to be at random times. Like, what is this? Mello built some drones! Mello built some drones! Jackson's bad enough. Mello might be able to win. Wait, why are we taking gas? We don't need gas. I guess the main gas isn't mining out, but... Okay, so Mello's going to do some Muta harass. Oh my god, Jackson's going to fall apart so bad versus that. The problem is there's nothing to defend the ground army. So Mello needs to, like, mass ground army to deal with this. So, okay, so Muta's flying. Let's see what Jackson's response to this is. Pulls SCVs away. Tries to build turrets next to it. Muta's take out a tech lab. And then pull back. One Muta goes down, but that's acceptable. They get a siege tank. They're going to fly away for now. Okay. And we're going to build turrets everywhere. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. All right. And Mello's going to fly with the Mutas on the right now. A little slow to get him going, though. And only has a handful of roaches. We have infinitely better army. So, oh, Mello pulls back. Mello, run. Baneling's on creep. Oh! Holy shit. Dude, he's lost most of the firepower here. The Remax should be able to do it. Oh, wait. There's no units at building. So Mello kills a command center and some SCVs. Flies home. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. And then flies into our turret marine. Oh, my God. What is this game? 3 3s on the way. Zerg has no upgrades. I mean, it's still just that thing where it's like, we've got a corner base going the whole time. Zerg still has a less than 2 base economy. You just need to not clump your bio into Banelings like that last fight, and there is no way to lose. So let's see if Jackson knows how to not lose. Well, his units are kind of spread out here just naturally because they're disorganized, which is pretty good. He doesn't F2. He's selecting units manually. Probably should be F2. Another Baneling gets a pretty good hit, but there's too much. There's too much. So this is the best fight Jackson's taken this game, was when he wasn't controlling his units. Let's watch that again. I want to point out, guys, that this is the most impressive fight that he took because he wasn't looking at his screen. Because his units were just randomly spread around, it actually went way better than the previous fight because all he did was like grab a few Marines and A-move them from the back. So check this out. So he grabs these Marines and Marauders from the main and stims them down. Does nothing with those units. Grabs 5 Marines and stims them. So the best micro comes when you don't do things. You just like, oh, I'll stim these couple of units, hands off the keyboard. That's actually the best micro you've done. That's it. So the secret, don't control your units. Or, alternatively, just uninstall the game. And then you could, you know, you could do it that way, man. Do. Kill me now. You've got 3-3 bio. Win the game. Why are you taking so long? A Marine can beat a Roach with these upgrades, mate. A Marine can beat a Roach. There we go. The 0-0 Queens don't do any damage. Oh my god, this is so sad. Okay, so congratulations, 24 minutes 36 seconds. So let's identify the point where Mello was mentally tapped out of the game and then figure out the difference. Let's find the exact point where we see where Mello's broken and has basically lost the game mentally. Guys, this is Diamond 3 Plat 1. Get wrecked, noobs. So it doesn't seem too terrible, though not really using the lava there, which is a bit of a bummer. But I think it's when the 3rd and 4th spine goes down. And then rather than spreading creep with the queen and moving the spines down to clear it and droning and re-expanding, goes for a Roach Horn. You see that Mello's like a bit tilted, so he's a bit like a little shell-shocked. But when the Baneley Nest goes down in the second gas, that's when Mello has just accepted his fate. He's dead. So he's dead at 4 minutes 25. It took another 20 minutes and 10 seconds for Jackson to win a game against an opponent who is completely broken mentally at this point. Completely broken. Like, there's nothing... If a Zerg is building Roach, Bane, Mass Spine on one base, and you're in Diamond or Plat, if this isn't Bronze League, it's over, man. It's over. But I don't know, man. I think Jackson just kept landing kicks and breaking his own shin. He did a bit of a Connor in that one a few times, and yeah, it is what it is. GG's. Please never again, Jackson. That was terrible. I can't believe you're getting away with the same strategy at the level. You know, it's hurting me. All right, so this one here is going to be between Brainless, who reckons, I'm going to show Jackson how it's done. This is how you really play, Tyrann. I'm fucking awesome. Up against Sane. So let's take a look at the opening. For those who don't know, Brainless is normally a platinum player. And already, Depot is 6 or 7 seconds late there. Double gas before barracks. So we know Brainless is fucking drunk. That's good to know. So the barracks goes down. And then we're going to not have enough workers to put on gas straight away because we need minerals. So the point of taking 2 gases, somewhat defeated. Yep, good to see. You know, I like when people are creative, guys. There's a lot of people out there who hang their hat on being creative StarCraft players. It's really important when you are joining an online community to become used to the jargon. So it's really important. When Brainless, I'm a creative player. I don't play mainstream strategies. I don't learn other people's build orders and copy them. What that person's trying to say is, I am a literal brainless, airheaded moron who is terrible at StarCraft. Watch me do things inefficiently over and over again and playing suboptimally, but not to, you know, basically then claim that I'm better than you because I don't copy other people. So that's okay. So we got Brainless's build here, kind of. I think we're honing in on the sort of Terran play we're going to see. The factory went down at exactly the same time it would have if you just did a more normal barracks gas or gas first barracks opening. Now, from here, what did we kill so far? Was that Overlord? No. Okay, it's just damaging this. Oh, Marine Hunters. Pervert Hunters. Okay. And we're going to go command set. Well, that completely defeats the purpose of the fast tech, doesn't it? Why are we getting so much gas? We've only got 2 on each gas still. We might as well have just been mining 1 with 3 workers the whole time. Oh, and we didn't move the marine on the low ground. We pulled it back, so we let the pervert escape. Oh, you're like, nah, you didn't mean anything by it, buddy. We'll let you go with a slap on the wrist. That's what this guy says. This is the kind-hearted police officer, which normally you'd be okay with that, but do you know what? This is a fucking pervert. He was watching your kids play. The SCVs are the children of Terran. He was watching them in his trench coat being creepy as fuck. And the police was like, oh, slap on the wrist, don't worry. Get out of here. Don't let me catch you at it again. Well, this one's like, dude, what the fuck? So incompetent play from Brainless, who's like, nah, he didn't mean anything by it. It's just pervy boys being pervy boys. You're like, oh, fuck off. We're now going siege tanks into BC on 1 base. Wait. So we've gone double gas. We've got 2 workers on gas, all to go battle cruisers. But you can what? Is this what? But which? Okay, this is just. What's the point in the? Okay, a battle cruiser can start at about 4 minutes 20 if you're really tight with your build with a normal expand build. Now we've gone gas, double gas before barracks, super try hard weird stuff, and our battle cruiser is gonna start only 4 seconds later than a really well executed battle cruiser would. Well bloody done, Brainless. And he only had to sacrifice 5 SCVs and be completely defensive and turtled just to get your battlecruiser at a normal time. How's it feel to be incompetent, mate? The 3rd worker on gas is less efficient, says Maxan, who is Brainless. It is, but you've got to spend 25 seconds building a refinery with an SCV that's not mining, plus spend the 75 minerals. That's like 100 plus minerals to build a refinery. And you're doing that before your barracks, so you're delaying everything else. It makes no sense. This build I certify as trash. We are basically just hoping that they run into this siege tank with an all-in and lose the game because of it. That's where half the win rate comes from this build, I bet. Is this siege tank killing Bane busts or Ravager busts? I bet it. I bet that's it. Now we're hitting a supply block here. Thankfully we didn't hit a supply block as the BC started. But now, let's watch a real super sick BC play. 2nd BC supply block, 1st BC. Really important you get straight across the map with your BC when it pops out. Because that's what the whole point of the build was, to get a BC quick. Okay. Where are we teleporting? Okay, very conservative teleport in the back. Doesn't want to accidentally land on a spore. Okay, so we've killed a drone. Oh, there's mutas out. Okay, so the battle cruiser is going to try and fly to the dead space. No, it's going to... No, if you go down here, the queens can't hit you, buddy. No, go down here. Oh my god, the opponent pulled back a weak muta. Did you guys see that try-hard shit? Now the queen could have just moved south that entire time. The battle cruiser could have. And it wants to land. Lets the queens fight it. So nice noob micro there, letting extra mutas survive. Your whole build's based around battle cruisers and you don't know how to use them. I love it. It's really good to see someone whose specialty is incompetence. That's really good to see. I think from here, what's going to be interesting is in this scenario, if you guys try to go BCs and they rush Corruptors, you're in big trouble. So Brainless realizes and says, well, I think GG maybe. Now, what's going to be really clever and interesting is like, well, what transition do you do to try to deal with that hard counter to your battle cruisers? Like, do you shift into Cyclones, like Thors? Like, what intelligent and useful transition could you make from here? So Brainless starts a Viking, cancels it, starts a battle cruiser, lands the starport on the reactor, and is like, oh, I will beat you in the skies. I'm gonna make Vikings. Vikings and a 3rd command center and also another barracks and now 2 engineering. No, you're not gonna go back into buy. Oh, don't do that. Oh, he's like, well, Corruptors can't kill Marines. If I go to Marines, I'll win. It's like, what do you think? The opponent's just going to build Corruptors? Like, you're going to beat it with your Stim Marines that'll pop out 13 minutes from now? Oh, God. He's like, Brainless is like, it's fine. I'll be here on 2 base building BC Viking. I'll magically secure a 3rd base with that. And then 7 minutes from now, I'll have 25 Marines with Stim and 1-1. And I'm like, what? Well, thankfully the opponent tries to bust in, because remember guys, when you're 3 base versus 2 base, you should attack into their wall rather than building an advantage. Someone has never heard Artosis commentate before. I mean, this biotransition's hurting my brain. You know what? It can work. Inefficient, bad things can work. You're playing at a scum level of the ladder anyway, where everyone's trash brainless. So you've got to remember that as long as you're not completely incompetent, you can make bad things work. You just got to do it in a way that makes sense, right? So what's going to be really interesting is how quickly do we get up to like 5 barracks, 8 barracks, and pump marines, right? Because you're investing so much in double upgrades, the armory for the 2-2, you've got the stim and the shields. Stim is done, or shields is done, stim will be next. And what we see is that Brainless instead is floating 1,000 minerals and just queuing more battlecruisers and Vikings, rather than doing the things that the upgrades help with. So the opponent's going to attack in here. The battlecruisers and Vikings outnumber the Corruptors. The Banelings click on the command center. Okay. All right. So we lose our third, and we still haven't thought about putting down more barracks or rebuilding the command center. So you can see Brainless here is trying to think about what to do. The battlecruisers and the Vikings are flying around randomly going, I want to watch that one more time. So you can all really, I want you guys to see this unit control here from Brainless. I think really shows, I think we can see directly Brainless's thought processes. Me fly in circle? What are we doing? And then build 3 Marines and 1 barracks. 1 barracks? You've got 1,000 minerals. 1 barracks? That's your answer? And then queue up more Vikings into a supply block after 30 seconds of scratching your head? Now you're going to build 2 command centers? Jesus! Oh my god! Coconuts! Fucking coconuts, mate. Just an empty coconut. You guys ever tap on a fucking empty hollow coconut? It just makes that donkey noise. That's exactly what's going on here. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for the 3 gifted subs. And now we're just doing a Battlecruiser Viking all-in into the guy who's seen nothing but Battlecruiser Viking from us. So the whole investment in Marines, I don't think the opponents even noticed we were building Marines. Let's be real. The opponent saw like 3 Marines under an air army. They're only thinking about air. So basically, if our opponent was competent and just built Corruptors, brought some Queens over, it's the easiest win of their line. Because we have shown them what we're doing, and then kept doing it with no swap off this composition that gets hard counted. Fortunately for us, our opponent built like 8 Corruptors to deal with 4 BCs and 6 Vikings. So you literally gave your opponent every advantage they could. Also has decided to engage with half the Corruptors at a time, then brought the Queens over. What is this fight? Why? You know what amazes? There's 2 things that amaze me in StarCraft. One is Clem. Have you guys seen Clem take an engagement? 20 Banelings charging at his Marines. They're all clumped up. Most players would run away and split. Clem holds his ground and focus fires. And I go, whoa! No way! How did he judge that situation in that instant and know he could gun them all down before they connected? Maybe 2 Banelings barely splash the edge of the Marines. You're like, whoa! But there's another, it's his ability to, in that instant moment, what is this command center land? Oh no. It's in that moment, he's able, we're gonna make a planetary, oh god. He's able to look at the situation and go, I can do it. Bam! And he just instantly knows. It's that pattern recognition. And what I really admire on the ladder is how players who aren't quite as high level, they also have something which flabbergasts me, which is, I don't know what the opposite of amazing pattern recognition is, but you know, guys know when it's like blatantly obvious you're going to lose a fight and you take it anyway. Like to me, I don't know if you're drunk or what, but when you see more battlecruisers and Vikings than you have Corruptors and you go, yes, that's a yes, I can take that. I don't know what to say. What are we to run? And the crazy thing is, if this player ran, they've got 4 more Corruptors on the way. They've got all these Queens with transfuse they could bring over. Losing this base is not an issue at all. But they stand their ground and fight. It's a sad fight in 3 parts. Part 1, the travesty. Part 2, the, oh, I had more stuff. Maybe I'll transfuse now and use micro. Into, oh, I still don't have enough. Into, hey, I got 1 battlecruiser for everything I lost here. Into part 3, I finally have enough Corruptors. I will save my hatchery, yes. Oh, we just left. Oh, fuck. Literally 2-to-1 efficiency. So I'm sorry. Sometimes I do need to shit on your opponents to shit on you guys. I know the Zerg didn't submit this, but let's be real. We've thought about a big brain marine swap, which was actually small brain. And now we're building 1 reactor? We have 1,700 minerals. Why have we not built 5 barracks? Oh, we need a 5th command center right now. That's what we need. Are we making 2-2? Are we making stim? Or have we just forgotten about the marines? No, we're still making marines, but we're doing them 3 at a time. What is wrong with you people? Why does every Terran... I mean, didn't you say this was Plat 1? What level is this? Plat 3? This feels like Silver League unit composition choices. Why are we still building battlecruisers versus the guy who's making corruptors? Wouldn't it be fucking genius to just keep the 3 battlecruisers doing run-bys and teleporting away? Keep them massing corruptors. And all you do is you just swap to like Bio-Mine or some shit. Bio-Medevac. Just make mass marine. Instead, we're investing all of our gas in tech upgrades for marines while building 5 at a time? Why are we building 5 at a time? Why don't we have more barracks? If you're going bio, go bio. How can 14 minutes in the game, you literally have less production? You have 1 base bio production right now. 1 base. And you're trying to take a 4th? It's a disaster, mate. No, why are we not teleporting? What is this micro? If your opponent put you in any situation where a move couldn't win you the game, you would have lost this for sure. If there was any situation where you had to control your units, you'd be dead, mate. And our brain goes to building a command center in the corner? How are we still on 3 barracks? One of them doesn't even have an add-on in the main. Oh. Go back to Protoss, Maxan. And you're only allowed to build cannons. That's all you're allowed. Cannons and Void Rays and carriers. You're revoking your license, your Terran license. This was almost as bad as Jackson's game, but not quite. All right, guys, we got another one here. What league is this, mate? This is Diamond NA Singapore. Oh, okay, cool. All right, guys, what's up? We got one here sent in by Satan, who's doing a pool first expand, and the opponent is Protoss, who's sent a probe to wait in the grass. The fuck? And is gonna okay. And is now gonna come in as going for a cannon rush. Wait. Why would you put a pilot? What? What is this? What am I looking at? He just built a pylon cock to block the ramp because the plates are there. Oh my god, that pylon isn't even necessary. Those two do a complete wall off. You could just do 3 on top of the ramp and it would achieve the same thing. Oh my god. That is so horrendous. So Satan's like, well, cancel that and make ravages. You know, like what every Zerg does in this scenario. Oh, I like this. It's going to go for the hatch. Has F4 drones behind it, though. So it has almost no money. So he's like completely all in on ravages to break out. Now, that's okay because the opponent is going gases. Doesn't have a wall off. No wall off versus Zerg. You guys are about to find out why that's a problem. Even if there's ravages, having a wall off is going to buy you so much time, man. No wall off is a disaster. People in chat are going, what? Why is there no queen? No, that actually makes sense. This is actually like a decent decision from Satan. I think this might be a high diamond game. Because if you're going to go this low on drones, then you want to just, you know, basically make ravages and try to break out there while counterattacking on the other side. So there is a, you know, this is, I'm all in on because of the drone count. I might as well double down on it. I would point out, though, that if you're going to do this, you probably want that hatchery down maybe a little quicker. Also, you probably could have built like 5 drones earlier. Also, that's 1 cannon. You know, you can just bile. Yeah, okay. Wow. Oh! Hits both with 1 bile. Let's see if... what's the bet? Satan misses that the next 3 times. And that hits it. Oh my god! All right. Wow, this must be Diamond 1. Holy shit, look at that. They fucking landed their spells. Double Stargate on one base and 4 workers on each gas. Does this worker think the 4th makes it mine faster? Huh? Huh? That's not a mistake. This player thinks the 3rd one already mines kind of shittily. To have 4, what the fuck? And he's building cannon batch. I mean, this should be just an easy win, though. This is like the whole downside of going Ravages, right? Is like, well, and then you don't have any money, so they could just build Void Rays and kill you now, right? Well, actually, there's no cannon, there's no battery on the back, which is a huge bummer. So let's see if Allende is incompetent or not, because we're basically doing the thing every noob does, make Ravages here. The opponent is so slow to chrono boost. Oh my god. But then again, they cannon rush into Stargates every game, so yeah, guess that's the thing. Oh, doesn't know how to battery overcharge. You're kidding me. Okay, this is only working because your opponent's incompetent. They could have just healed that and then done that. So now you're gonna A-move some Ravages like a noob. You only won because your opponent is like literally... Yeah. So this is like Diamond 1, Diamond 2 maybe. Satania is a mega tryhard, 500 APM. Wait, did you just kill your own Ravager? And the only reason you win here is because your opponent is literally a baboon. Like, I don't think you realize this, but you're actually in the zoo. You're like, I'm playing a StarCraft game against an elite gamer. No! You're playing a 50 to 60 APM baboon. I'm sorry. Let's just point out how all in and shitty this response was. Like, the skipping the queen, I was like, well, that makes sense if you're doing this response. I mean, this response basically gambles on your opponent being incompetent, but apes can play, right? Did you just bile your Ravager again? Okay, you luckily missed it while trying to walk right through it. But let's go back one more time, because I want to point out that it was dawning on me. First of all, the 4 in each gas. Actually, wait. First of all, a 6 pylon wall off where a 3 pylon wall off would have done it, right? And wait. We also went pool first, so couldn't we have just pulled drones and broken through? Probably could have. Let's really tear apart how shit you are. Yeah, you pull drones. Why don't you just commit? There's so much surface area, right? You can get like 4 drones on that pylon, some on that. He's not going to have enough money to build much behind that. And then you've got your pool's finished. You could already be building 6 Zerglings right now. Wait. Yeah, why don't you just pull your fucking drones and build your 3 lava? What a noob. So first of all, you've let him cannon rush you while doing a quote-unquote safe build. Second of all, your Overlord positioning is incompetent. Everyone knows your Overlord is meant to go to your natural and then go out front. So if you see a probe coming in at a suspicious timing, you can pull a drone to it. Your Overlord just sits back here jerking it. What's he doing? He's just jerking. Oh, look at that. You're like, oh, what? Oh my god. So you went the safe opening and you weren't even safe. What a noob. Now, let's really point out just how slow your opponent's follow-up is. Look at this. This is when the opponent looks at home. We're in actual game speed right now. Watch how quick this Protoss's reactions are, guys. Check this out. Not checking at home, not building probes, not cancelling any pylons. If your opponent doesn't pull drones and they cancels the hatch, you can cancel all these pylons, right? Get the money back. You've already achieved anything it's going to achieve this game, right? Just going to build a cannon and then look at home. Build gas, click, click. Did you see that? There was like 6 seconds where the Protoss was like, what me do now? Build gateway? Make chrono. Ooh, where his hatchery? He's making hatchery where? Me put gas. Me run probe. Me make cannon. If it was on ramp, it might actually be good. Let's put 4th worker on gas so we have less minerals. And what's crazy here as well is look at this. So you'd be like, okay, you know you're being all in, you've scouted it. You've got one thing to do, right? Chrono Void Rays the second the Stargate finishes. Look at how long it takes this Protoss player to chrono the Void Rays. They're just staring at the Roach. Stargates are there. They've selected the cannons. They literally were trying to click the cannons on the Roach. I'm not fucking kidding you. Just in case you ever felt good about this game, Satan, your opponent has selected both cannons and is right-clicking them on your Roach. Like, if you guys know when you're a little kid and you go to the arcade and you sit on the driving machine and your parents are like, there you go, race the car, and they don't even put money in and you're like, vroom, 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 vroom. You think you're playing the game? That's what your opponent's doing. That's the level of opponent you're playing against here. He's click, 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 click. It shoots on its own. You don't need to fucking click on it. And yeah, that's what your opponent's doing here. And you're like, oh, beat the score pretty good. Barely. Barely. And look how slow the chrono is. Oh my God, hurry up. And then here, it's like, okay, you've just got to survive. I don't know why there's no extra pylon up here. Oh shit, the opponent's piling there. Heal, overcharge, heal. Let's see what the opponent has selected. The Stargates. They're changing the rally points on the Stargates right now. And now building more... Your opponent barely knows how the controls for this game work. Well, your silly all-in Ravager response worked because your opponent literally is playing one-handed on a ball mouse. You know, what are those trackball? It's either one-handed on a trackball or is a baboon. Probably a little bit of both since they're cannon rushing and going Void Rays. GG, well played. A well-deserved victory, and may you stay bad forever. Well played. Please try to maybe actually be a competent player at some point ever. Jesus. Also, uninstall the game. If you're going to give terrible cannon rushes like this victories, if they just weren't so terrible in the follow-up, probably playing on a dance pad. GG's. They could be playing StarCraft 64, that is true. All right, guys. So we've got another replay sent in here for PiGRoasts from Alpha X, more vocals. Sorry if you didn't want that email read out loud. But I didn't. Well, I guess we know. It's more vocals. Thank you, more vocals. So we can see this as Super Pro, guys, because we're on 13 supply building a gateway. Which usually means that you're brain damaged. What level was this? We have no idea what level this is, guys. So the one time this would be worth is if you're doing an all-in proxy, especially if you're doing like 2-gate glaive adepts across the map. This is a 4-gate? Are you fucking 4-gating? 2010 called and they want their fucking builds back. What is this? Oh, this is a... What? Why? What? Why? Why are we building zealots in a forge? What are we doing? What? Because we saw a gas pool before a hatch. So we're freaking out. We're walling off the Regate Forge cannon before expand on 18 probes. No. What is this build? Please be gentle. It's PiGRoasts. You submitted the game at the wrong time, more vocals. There is no going gentle here. You dropped your game at the wrong time. You didn't say PiGRoasts in it, but you sent it in right now? It's the wrong time. I'm doing PiGRoasts. I see it at the top of my inbox. I open. I shout about how bad you are. So what happens, mate? How are we still not saturated on one base 4 minutes 20 in the game? I think someone was hitting their bong a bit too hard before queuing ladder. And now we're doing a slow stalker zealot attack. Holy shit. Wait. Is that a Hydra Den in the production tab? Is the opponent going for 4-minute Hydralisks? What is this? Holy crap. We're doing one base +1 zealot stalker adept with no expand. And the opponent's going 3 base because they've seen people go 3 bases in Legacy. What they don't realize is the point is you're meant to build drones on your bases. Otherwise, there's no point. There's no point. Why were the Zergs like, I'll build 3 bases because I'll see that's what Zergs do. I'm like, yeah, they do that because they then build economy. If you're going to make Hydras off 30 workers, you don't need a 3rd hatchery. The Roach stutter step is fantastic, by the way. Unfortunately, the Zerg has 11 lava they're not spending, is not injecting. Wait. Did they literally, they had 11 lava and 800 minerals, and they stutter step roaches for 20 seconds while every drone died instead of building units. Wait. More vocals is macroing pretty hard behind this, by the way, guys. You can see that Warp Gate finished and still isn't saturated on 1 base. Do we know how recall works? Do we know how recall works? No, we're going to run home from speedlings with stalkers. Are you fucking kidding me? Did I just see stalkers run home from speedlings and 1 got home? Also, why are we out front our wall right now? Get inside, mate! Wait, stalkers can't fit through that wall, so you're stuck outside, aren't you? Because you've built this shitty pylon. The zealots and sentries and adepts, I think, can get in and out, and probes can, as can zerglings. But stalkers can't. Whoa! Holy shit, you housemates with parting? Did you guys see that? Holy crap, here I was making fun of more vocals. Did you see that force field micro? Did you fucking hand over the controls to your GM housemate? Was this fucking just parting live with you? Holy shit! Do you see how it's perfectly placed? Guys! Who are you? This must be a Pro Gamers Smurf account. This must be. More vocals. Come on, reveal your true identity or who it is, because you know, hot swapping on the computer, that's basically getting someone else to ladder on your account. It's against terms of service. If you've been hiring parting to hop on your account mid-game and do force field micro, have you outsourced your force field micro to pro gamers? To alcoholic pros? If you have, you should own up to it now, mate. That's fucked up. That's really fucked. We're going to go a 7-minute Stargate because it's always good to build Stargate units. Our opponent's massing spine crawlers, so... and spores and spines in each base off no economy. So our opponent... Okay, so this is... I was about to say, it's kind of that situation where the Zerg's just going to get way ahead because we're so impotent. We have no economy, we have no harassment, no pressure. But what I didn't count on is your opponent's so scared of a few unupgraded zealots, stalkers, plus that pro gamer force field micro, that they're killing their own economy by massing static defense, each one which kills a drone. So their economy is actually getting hurt by themselves. This is literally 2 guys standing across from each other going, I'm gonna fuck you up. They're like, oh yeah, you're gonna fuck me up? And one of them just punches himself in the nuts. He's like, yeah, you afraid now, sissy? The other one's like, what the fuck? And they're like, well, they're not sure why the other guy punched himself in the nuts, but they know they have to one-up him because you're in that kind of like, you know, pumping out your chest, beating your chest sort of display of machoism, right? So then you punch yourself in the dick as well. And you're like, yeah, I'll fucking take you. You know, like you're both just standing there punching yourselves in the crotch as some sort of weird display of your strength and physical prowess. That's essentially, I think, what this game has devolved to at this point. More vocals and overkill. I think really a very even match here. Now we're going to see a transition into a Twilight, more gateways. Okay, so more vocals is done with the economy, guys. We've got 8 probes on the natural, 14 in the main. I mean, that's that. Wait, we're going to Q2. Okay, 2 more. Apparently we want 2 or 3 more probes. Okay, so we're gonna get. Okay, I guess we need to get up to that magic 14 probes a base, right? That's why this says 7 out of 14. So we need to get to 14. Okay, it's good that more vocals can read. We're also going to mass shield batteries on 2 base because there's definitely no urgency around getting out on the map and, you know, being aggressive and actually slowing down our opponent from outgrowing us. Instead, we're just going to make Void Ray Zealots and Stalkers on 2 base and hope that our opponent keeps massing spines and spores and butchering their own economy for no reason. Which apparently it's okay. They're still, yep, Overkill's still punching himself in the crotch, as is more vocals. Why are we still making unupgraded zealots? I mean, at least charge is on the way now. Okay, so we've got charge, we've got +2. I also don't know why Void Rays are being made. What is the obsession people have with Void Rays? You know, there's times when people build units and are using that to clear up overlords. It's a hat pressure unit, or it's here to defend a roach in. But then there's below a certain league, people just make Void Rays at all stages of the game. And I'm like, you know, in a in a big fight, they do nothing, right? Unless there's a lot of corruptors around, they're just going to shoot the units that shoot them, none of which are armored. Hydra's queens. They're going to be one of the lowest damage per cost units and super ineffective in the game. People are like, yeah, but like they have lasers. And I'm like, okay, but like, but why? Oh, they're trying to get back in the base, but the stalkers won't fit. Oh my God. Get to the bunker. Ah! This Zerg has been stormed to death in the past and is like, hey, it's not just you piece of shit Protoss players who can do forced bath time. How about a bath of fire, dickhead? Basically, we just saw more vocals running back and forwards while the Zerg shot the fucking gun at his feet. It was like, dance, boy, dance. More vocals is now going to go Psystorm. It says, I will answer forced corrosive bile bath time with storm bath time. We're going to have a bath versus bath battle. Unfortunately for more vocals, Overkill figured out how to build drones for the first time in the last 7 minutes of this game. Sadly for Overkill, they're all on one base and very few on the other. And I'm pretty sure that's never going to get fixed. We're still, what are we building now? Storm. Holy shit, a third base is going down. And we're going to do a... I love this, more vocals, you know, like, you're like, I've heard that Protoss have the ability to warp in units. I'm like, yep, you ever thought you could bring a warp prism, build pylons on the map? They're like, no, I never reinforce my attacks because I'm a fucking Chad gamer. I run in, I kill the hatcheries, and then I pull back because I'm a fucking gentleman. I don't warp in on the front, I warp in at home, and I make them jog across the map so they stay fit and healthy. And I'm like, okay, no pylons on the edges, nothing, nope. We're going to do a control group check just to see. Okay, thank God. More vocals. Had one probe on a control group. This one probe in the main base mining gases on a control group. But thankfully, whenever it hops in the assimilator, we can't see it. Thank God. Sticking true to the Protoss abilities that we're seeing here. So we're going to build a third base on 40 probes, 11 minutes into the game. The Zerg is going to make lurkers. I mean, we're just going to sit here. We're going to warp in 6 High Templar. I love that. It's like, hey, a fight could happen soon. Oh, maybe I should get a High Templar to gather energy? No storms ready at all. Wait, why are we making an Oracle? Is that actually for Revelation? I don't know. Oh my God. So the Zerg is going to move command into our army and lose 3 lurkers. Neither of us looking at the fight, but I win because my units automatically fight. Typical Protoss. Oh my God. Get in the fucking bath, dickhead. Oh, Jesus. And now we're going to A-move our units through a choke point, and all of that good work we did is going to be wasted because we're pushing through and throwing all of our High Templar and Stalkers away. Oh, God. This is... The start of the fight was so good, and then we threw away all of our High Templar and everything. This was literally bad. It was like... Literally... Okay, let's... The fight, neither of you is looking, and it favors you. Okay, fair enough. Well done. You didn't fuck up your army control. Then you pull back. Then you go, actually, wait, let's go. And you drop Psystorms on the opponent's army. I'm pretty fucking impressed right now, more vocals. What I'm more impressed by is what happens next. You're then like, cool, I won the fight. We could pull back, get more energy. Or I could throw away an Oracle, an Archon, High Templar, a Void. I'm going to storm both of my Void Rays down. I'm going to then have to morph them into Archons. And I'm going to lose every High Templar and Stalker for effing nothing. And of course, I mean, if the Zerg was reinforcing it all, you'd be completely dead. However, the Zerg has built nothing during this fight. Never made a single Hydra upgrade. Or Roach upgrade. Or Lurker upgrade. And now says my opponent's making Archon Zealot Storm. And the Zerg didn't remax during the fight for a really good reason. Because your Zerg opponent here, well matched with your height of strategy, had to think and say, I need to make sure I build the right unit. Zealots, Archons, High Templar, Zealots, Archons, High Templar. What counters those? Oh, Zerglings, I hear they're good. I think they're a good unit for absorbing splash damage and dealing with Zealots and head-on fights. Oh. I thought the tooltip said 1 Zergling should be able to take on 3 Archons and 4 Zealots. That's weird. That's odd. Oh, now we're going to build roaches with no roach speed, by the way. More Vocals is still staring at the front going, yeah, I'm winning. Let's hit the extractor. What are we doing? Why didn't we recall these Archons or go home or build stuff? We've done nothing behind this except stare at the fight and warp in Zealots and run them across the map occasionally. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know, I often talk about how I don't really like the idea of how certain parts of how Vibe teaches bronze to GM because it just caters to the lowest people on the ladder who just basically like just can't get the hang of the most fundamental obvious concepts. You know, they're the people who you give them the toy, you got to put the square in the square hole, the circle in the circle hole, the triangle in the triangle. You know, it's those people who keep trying to jam the triangle in the square. It's the people who, you know, they might have 2 or 3 first names. Then, oh, my name's Daniel David James. And you're like, yeah, like, you know, there's something wrong with them, essentially. And I think that's why I used to have this criticism, but I've realized that there's a lot more people in the community who need that advice than I initially realized. So, more Vocals. I do want to give some coaching here with my PiGRoasts and say, make sure you go back to Bronze 3 to Bronze 2 Protoss Vibes Bronze to GM on his YouTube. It'll really help you out, okay? So just it's a really good video series aimed directly at you as a player. And it's going to really teach you, you know, what you need, which is basically, you know, the same thing repeated 1,000 times over to you in your ears until at some point it creates a reverberation in your brain that tells you to stop being bad. And because that'll keep echoing in your brain, at some point it'll be like almost like there's a permanent coach in your head telling you to not be completely terrible. So at that point, I think you'll really develop and get to the next stages of playing. So make sure Vibes, Protoss, Bronze 3 to Bronze 2, Bronze to GM, it's really going to help you out. And it's no, it's good shit. It's good shit, mate. Fucking Zealots gonna stab some workers. I do love this fucking. For some reason, the Zerg's on mass roach now without making a single roach upgrade. Oh my god. Carriers? We're gonna go carriers now? Wait, is that actually gonna work? You're fucking kidding me. Oh my god. No upgrades. No upgrades for the carriers. Wait. What's the bet? This is going to be a Dark versus S situation, guys. Check this shit out. Check this shit out. Overkill is going to bile down 6 carriers. I gotta say, hats off to Vocals for actually hiding the carriers. Watch the Zerg panic now. Oh, is he actually gonna... He is gonna try and bile them. What a legend. Okay. This here is a fucking Chad Gamer moment. You guys know in the movie when the guy knows he's lost, but he says, don't worry, I'll buy time. I'll hold them off. And it's fucking... So this here is Boromir versus 50 fucking Uruk-hai, all right? What I love is that he stands his fucking ground anyway. He's like, you know what? I've got 9 wounded Hydras. Actually, because it's at this point where he could just run away, right? Because the carriers are a little behind. And he could get most of these units away. The Hydras probably die, but the Ravagers get out. And he's like, no. I've got this. The 7 Hydras turn an Amu versus the fucking fleet. And then the Ravagers are like, it's all right, we got you. And then we're going to bile them. And then runs forward and tries to bile. Wait, doesn't even try to bile. Tries to run past. And damages a forge. Oh! Okay, that was Boromir, but because he was like, I'll hold them off, all the hobbits turned around and started fighting and they all got their heads chopped off. And then Aragorn slid in with his bow. He was like doing that sliding shield trick, but he did it a movie early. And then they literally just fucking chop his head off, split him in half with a giant meat cleaver sword. You know, fucking Gimli runs in. He's like, yeah, don't worry, I got this. And an orc literally just punches him in the face and then just starts chopping into him like friggin' just super gory and shit. That's basically what we just saw. Oh my god, the carriers weren't on A-move! The The carriers weren't on A move. Do you guys see that shit? Oh no! Vocals is spamming right click. Oh my god, moves him right into melee almost. Thankfully, the Hydras are engaging wrong. The Hydras finally have one upgrade. But as we know, Hydras are not meant to focus down carriers. They're meant to kill the interceptors from afar. So you could almost argue that works better for the Protoss that they flew in. Oh my god. Good shit. Alright, so you won by building Protoss units, but that's literally the only reason you won more vocals. You would have lost this game if you didn't make Protoss units. We can see, look at that. I knew it. Your opponent has higher APM. And remember, that's a reflection of skill. APM is a direct corollary to skill. It means that he was 50% better than you as a player, and you suck and should uninstall. Thanks for submitting the replay. It's good that I let you know this sooner rather than later when you spent more time playing StarCraft, which would have been a terrible loss for yourself, your opponents, and everybody else. Please uninstall.